Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm living Chronic Faith. Thanks for stopping by. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and even though I know it is a topic that has not been widely discussed until recent years, and some people may still be a little uncomfortable talking about it, I want to encourage you that God cares about our mental health. The Word of God says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Now, this is a letter that Paul was writing to Timothy about using the gifts that God gave him, about the fact that God has not given him anything that will hold him back from boldly declaring the word of the Lord and doing what God has called him to do. So even though this is a very specific conversation that we get to eavesdrop on several years later, the truth of Paul's words is still undeniable, and it applies to all of us now. God has not given any of us the spirit of fear, but he has given us power and love and a sound mind, or what some interpretations call self-discipline. That means that anything that falls under the category of fear, like anxiety, or anything that would make us feel powerless, like depression, or anything that would make us feel like we do not have control, like OCD, the Word of God is telling us that that did not come from God, and so we do not have to settle for it. What I love about this verse is that it is not one of condemnation. It is an invitation that we have the right to choose to shed any of these things that God did not give to us. That if he didn't give it to us, we don't have to keep it. And what he's saying is, I am not condemning you. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with you. What I am saying is that because of what Jesus did on Calvary, we have a way forward in God from these diagnoses and from these challenges that pertain to our mental health. So I want to encourage you today that if you or someone that you love is dealing with a mental health diagnosis, or maybe is not yet diagnosed but is showing symptoms, I want to encourage you to pursue one of the many resources that has been made available to you. You see, God uses doctors, he uses treatment, he uses therapy and all sorts of things to help us with this way forward that he has opened up and created for us. I want to encourage you today, do not settle for things that hold you back from living the full life that God has designed you for. I'd also like to take this opportunity to invite you to join us this Saturday, May 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a workshop called Chronic Illness and Depression. It will be facilitated by a clinical psychologist named Dr. Karen Douglas. She is a woman of faith and a woman of science at the same time. And she's going to walk us through what the Word of God says about depression, how it is a natural thing for people who are going through loss and chronic illness, but that God provides us a way forward through his word. Would you join us for that? All you have to do is log on to www.livingchronicfaith.com, sign up to become part of the Living Chronic Faith family, and you'll get all the details that you need to be part of this event on Saturday. In the meantime, I love you, I'm praying for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.